My name's Russ Cook and I'm attempting to become the first person ever to run the entire length of Africa. This is where I started, this is where I'm heading, and this is where I am now.
I've run 13,538 kilometres so far, and I've got 2,995 left to go.
So far on the mission.
I've survived alone in the desert, a robbery at gunpoint, near death in the jungle, a brutal crash, Sahara-infested waters, malnutrition, sickness and injuries, and raised £196,000 for charity. In this episode, my battle against the sand continues, the route ends,
Little for problemo.
and we're forced to split up.
No communication.
Sending our van to an unknown fate.
That wasn't yesterday.
So, even now, as soon as it gets dark, I'm just the wind's been brutal all day as well, though, hasn't it, really?
But inside of
Just got a layer of dust over everything. Oh, my bed's got dust all over it.
The call for a regular shower.
Is there any point? I feel like the process of having a shower will make me more dirty than I would have been anyway. Honestly, I don't even know what to think about this. It's actually carnage, isn't it?
Yeah. What are you doing?
It's dust.
Just went for a run with your goggles. But actually I found a great way how you really don't need the goggles. That's a trick.
Go on.
You run with the wind in your back.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Like really, no sand in my eyes, not at all.
No, not at all. I bet it actually made you go even faster as well, right?
Yeah. It's so f***ing easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a buff actually, because an ungodly amount of dust getting breathed in.
I have a buff and I'm wearing it, but my buff is so f***ing dusty, so I don't really feel that I'm breathing less dust. Maybe a bit less sand.
That's a good point, actually. I also don't have. Nice. These goggles are a bit can't lie. They steam up well quickly. Alright. Oh mate. We've got to drive back to the start point, haven't we?
Looking like a roadman, Michael Phelps, I dragged my poor sandblasted body back out into the carnage. I was putting on a front, but this was actually insanity. It was easily the hardest running of the mission. If you can even call it running, I staggered to the first stop.
Chef Gus, what's on the menu tonight?
We're gonna have Yules to everyone taste. Jamie wants mac and cheese. I'm gonna go for cayenne pasta.
Me too. Obviously, safety first on
it's hot.
project.
Yeah, safety first, definitely.
We always cook inside with our guests.
Yeah, well ventilated with all the windows closed.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's already cooking.
Wow.
It's all in the back, you just have to add water. This is complete sauce, complete nutrition.
Are you saying to me that I can get a complete meal with complete nutrition with all the major food groups that I need without even having to cook?
Yeah, in less than 5 minutes
Wow,
basically.
that's pretty crazy.
Delicious.
Thank you.
Nice.
Gus, Russ, the cleaning princess. The cleaning princess.
Unfortunately, I think eating food with a clean fork and a clean cup is actually quite normal.
I was wondering, the last few days we lost a sat phone.
Yeah.
What happens if you lose your watch before we connect to the internet?
If I lose this watch, I'm f***ed, can't lie.
Because you also try to record every single meter you do this journey on Strava, right?
Yeah.
Is it like already uploaded to your phone now without internet?
No. All my activities are stored on the watch. This watch does so much, I don't even understand everything that it does. I really cannot be f***ed
Let's go back out there, man. I'm just gonna go get battered by the wind for another 4 hours or so. Every step is working like all of these muscles so much harder, man. It's like just f***ing me up so bad. Honestly, I feel like I'm about to get injured. Tell you the direction I need the wind is on my back. Pushing me forward. I'm keen for that, but apparently that's not a thing.
For some reason, the wind still hadn't flipped 180 to push me forwards, so I settled for hammering my corpse back into a solid wall of sand for a few hours instead. As I reached the second stop, I knew something had to change, and I called it for an early night, ready to wake up early the next day.
So, lad. New plan again, is it?
Yeah.
What's the crack?
Well, I don't really know.
You're doing days again, right?
Yeah.
What's the thinking behind that?
It's not even hot during the day. It's windy as f at night anyway, and at least I can see things during the day.
Yeah. I think it'll help psychologically as well, man.
I strode out into the vast expanse of sand to chip away at the mileage. It was still hard work, but the wind was showing a smidge of mercy today, and being in the daylight psychologically changed the game. But this didn't do anything to help the soft sand, and my feet sunk into the ground with every step. Stan and Gus had gone to the only town in this part of Mauritania, Bir Morgraine, which gave me and Jamie some quality time together.
Hey, good boy. How's it going? What's the verdict?
Yes, it's not bad. Pretty much all walking.
Yeah.
A little bit of running, but like right now it's kind of died off a bit. But at least if it's not here right now, it's coming. You know?
Yeah. Back door's f***ed too. Can't open it. I had to climb down under the beds to get out the water.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun times.
Do you know what did the boys say? They're going into town and they're going to come meet us later, or what?
Yeah. Didn't really say much more.
Okay.
How many pairs of shoes do you reckon you've gone through carrying this whole f***ing mission?
We're closing in on 30 pairs, I reckon.
30.
A lot of pairs.
So how many pairs per, how many Ks?
I think I do about 500k in a pair. What I will say is the Hoka, in my opinion, makes the best trains.
I think if anyone has the right to have an opinion on them, it's probably you.
How many followers you got on Instagram these days, James?
2.3.
That's criminal. Why has everyone else got more than they?
People forget about me.
That's f***ing mean. I think everyone should go and follow Jamie.
Aww.
Most underrated team member of Project Africa. I reckon people should follow him.
I'm about to cry.
Yeah, Gustavo's great with his big muscles and
Yeah.
his what's he doing today? He's probably killing some camels and fucking fighting some warrior shit.
Yeah.
That's great, but maybe you should go and follow Jamie. You've actually been done pretty dirty there.
Oh well.
I don't want to tempt fate, but I feel like the wind's died down a bit.
Shouldn't have said that.
Absolute bollocks. It's definitely
Yeah.
really windy out there again.
Fun.
Safe to say the wind hadn't f***ed off at all, but I'd take anything that wasn't a sandstorm and marched on as fast as my twiggy legs could carry me. Meanwhile, with the first smidge of signal in weeks, Gus discovered some heart-wrenching news.
Gus, what have you just discovered?
Since 19 hours, the border crossing between Mauritania and Algeria is finally open for the public. Makes a bit like, makes all our struggles for getting the right permits the last few months feel a bit unnecessary.
Yeah, some might even call it totally pointless. Literally 16 months of stress for no reason. I'm so happy.
Yeah, no, I'm so happy.
No wonder they just let us in. I don't even feel special anymore.
As the boys drove back across the desert to deliver the news, I was in the middle of the final leg of my run.
Jamie, you found some
Is it melon milk?
melon milk. How did you know?
It was a feeling. A tingly feely. Tingly feely, deep inside.
How does it taste?
It actually tastes like melon mixed with milk. That's really good.
It says on the packaging that it's all real melon juice.
Real melon? Heard it here first, melon milk. The future.
Hallelujah. Open that little bit.
Oh,
Oh, you might like that.
oh yeah. Good quantity.
It's 2 boxes. Look at that happiness, the joy.
They're soft as well. How's your evening been?
Nice, actually.
Yeah.
Driving on my own, being here alone. Love it, man.
Yeah, I suppose you don't get fucking any...
I don't remember the last time I actually had like a full day of kind of being alone.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the word is going that the Algeria-Mauritania border is finally open for the public.
Oh, really? Wow. Alright. Well, it doesn't really affect us, does it?
No, it doesn't affect it. It just means that we're not going to be the first people to cross it because there's already some French there.
Oh.
So I'm thinking we make it a race with the French. It's a historic crossing.
Quite racing fit, boys, I won't lie. Surely they're not fucking there already.
Some French people have been waiting there for 5 days.
They're at the border apparently.
But we might still be
What, from crossing Mauritania to...
Yeah.
Alright, fair. Oh well, I bet no one's crossing it on foot.
That's true.
How many days is it now until Tindouf? Can't be that many. A week.
I also have something to think about. We're gonna try to go low-key, quick as possible through Western Sahara.
Yeah.
We did all the resupplies, we don't need to stop in towns there. But for the case that we get sent back,
Yeah.
could be a pretty big issue for Nelly. Also, it's not too safe over there. Is it maybe an idea that we send, as soon as we enter Nelly, just ahead across Western Sahara?
Yes.
So they're not in the danger zone, and if we get kicked out, they maybe already are. True.
Sounds good.
Talked yesterday to one of the guys that's like basically stationed also partially on the Algerian Mauritania border.
Mm-hmm.
He reminded me again about all the people getting killed in Western Sahara. It's like too many Mauritanians died just because they want shorter route.
Really? What, the Moroccans just killing them?
Yeah. There's news reports of Algerians being killed there. Literal words of the border guard is like, as soon as you put you go 1 meter across the border, they f***ing bomb you.
Despite this grave warning, I still don't think I could fully comprehend the level of danger we might be heading into. I smashed up the sand confidently as we made progress towards the border of Western Sahara, but before I could deep it too much, we had another problem.
She's stuck.
I was dreading this day.
Yeah, I don't know. It was inevitable. But like, I'm quite impressed that we've made it basically halfway before it did happen. That's not bad. 400 odd K with no getting stuck in the Sahara off-road. And I'm not too worried because Gus is on the way to tow us as well.
Gus has he's arrived already.
What?
Yeah. That's right, he's over there. Yeah.
Ah.
Also stuck. I think this is all highly promising.
The 4x4 will get out fine. I quite like it here as well, so I think we should just move in.
It's beautiful too.
Yeah, it really is.
Look at this guy just pulling a car. Strong man.
Always wanted to be one.
Go! Looks good. Keep going. Stop. Stop. Right side's fine. What happened?
That's not fine.
Ah. It's going slowly. Wait for it. Okay, now slow. Keep going. Stop. Nice one.
Nelly was finally free after 3 hours of back-breaking work, and another route got her through. But it was a grave sign for her future in the desert. It was essential that the vehicle stuck together for her to make it in one piece. But as I pushed through my final 20k, something worrying happened. The piste ended. Our route had changed from manageable hard pack to untouched soft sand, trees and rocks.
Yo, I think it's still a bit further, but we kind of lost the route. We really cannot find.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's that way, I think.
But we know where the route on the map is.
Oh,
we
the route for the car.
We went
Oh, yeah,
500 meters to the right of the route, didn't find it. Then I went with the Hilux 600 meters left from the route, didn't find it. So basically it's not here.
Probably just, the van should probably just drive during the day, then, I guess. What do you reckon? you're never going to find the route at night. It's that thing.
Even with the Hilux, I'm not sure if you want to continue on this exact route.
Yeah.
Then we might be making our own route for a few hundred kilometers.
Okay. Alright, let's rendezvous in the morning and we'll come up.
Yeah, like we're planning to take the drone out.
Cool, that sounds like a good idea. Alright, sweet. I'll see you in the morning, lad. Bit of a problemo. I heard someone retching this morning. Who was that?
Fine.
What, has he got food poisoning or something?
Seems a bit like it. It's been
How's he managed that? So the problem is, there is no route. It's just pure rocky desert.
Google Maps is saying that there is a road here. OpenStreetMaps is saying that there should be a road here. The GPX trail that we calculated says the route should be here. There's no route here.
Which is fine for me, because I'm like a f***ing gazelle, I'll run over anything. But unfortunately these cars can't do the same thing. So we're going to try and send Nelly off to Western Sahara already.
Yeah, could you say like goodbye, we'll see you on the other side?
See you in Tindouf. It's only 6 days away.
We also have no communication between each other because there's no signal here, and we used to have 2 sat phones so that coverage is part of the team.
Whoever lost that should get sacked.
I think it was you.
What an idiot. 2 sat phones. We needed to I did it for content, I did it on purpose. We need some jeopardy in the content, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely more adventurous traveling to Sahara without communication.
Exactly.
We can just tell them that we see them in Tindouf.
Yeah.
Like the only problem with that is like, yeah, something happens, they're like kind of stranded.
I've got to go and shit stuff on it, but
Yeah.
carry on. Alright.
Stay on the main roads.
Yeah.
We will always pass a car within a few hundred meters a few times a day. They can pull you out, or you have some euros with you that you can pay. And if the car breaks down, then you can hitchhike to town, get your supplies, repair or abandon the car, whatever.
That's true.
And so the decision was made. I pushed on with Gus close behind, directly on the marked route, sailing over obstacles and weaving between trees and giant rocky structures. Stan and Jamie, without sat phone or connection, searched desperately through the maze of peace to find one that could possibly, maybe take them in the right direction. So much could go wrong, but we had no choice. Only time would tell.
How is it navigating without routes?
It's actually not too bad. I'm quite enjoying it. I like figure out the direction I need to go from the watch, and then just like pick the furthest away tree in that direction and just runs to it in a straight line. It feels like we're on a fucking proper like expedition now. It's like using coordinates and bearings and shit, actually navigating through pure desert, just straight line and everything. But I was thinking we should come up with like a solid strategy so that we know exactly what happens. I guess generally you're always going to drive on ahead after things are packed down, so like within a half an hour or so. If you get stuck or you break down, I'll stick on the route, and every time that we agree that we're going to stop, then I'll stop even if you're not there. And if you've broken down anywhere in between now and that 20k, you just navigate the route, come find me, be like, car's f***ed, whatever, and then we both go back to the car.
Yeah. Sounds like a good plan.
Wonder how the boys getting on.
Let's just pause a second. Yeah, we have a bit of a dilemma, don't we? So basically, Gus sent us to this crossroads to try east that goes that way. But I just followed down the map. It leads in the right direction, and it sort of stops halfway. The other option is to go back down that east and then follow it. We have this line that we follow up, turn east and east to follow the line. Perfect. But actually, stay on the east. Very good, right? The question is, do we trust Gus or us? Leaning towards trying to face that behind us. Let's give it a go. Let's do it.
And so Nelly plunged off through the desert on an unmarked road, as the boys hoped beyond hope they could get to Tindouf. But without any frame of reference, it was really guesswork. Then they saw something they hadn't seen in hours. Another car.
What's the town called again?
I'm Ben Tilly. What did that car say, Jamie?
seemed a little more optimistic about it leading to Identity. He said at some point, Agos, at what? Whatever right is, I double checked.
Okay, yeah, Dwight.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Very hard to know when that would be though. But you've been marking points.
yeah, so we can get basically to the terminus of this, and then if it's not where we want to be, we can go back and start turning left.
But yeah, so I feel slightly more optimistic now.
Yeah, there is one small problem, which is ideally we don't want to cross into Western Sahara early because of the old airstrikes.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really know the extent of how bad it is, but basically, like, there are ongoing drone strikes on civilians by Morocco. Well, it's targeted at the Polisario. As far as I can tell, lots of innocent people are getting killed. The Sahrawi people, they're kind of the indigenous people to Western Sahara. Mauritanians, more recently, that have been crossing through, Algerian trucks on their way through the border that we're going to. So it's not a great situation, really.
As the boys grapple with the challenge ahead, I was still on the knot road and the desert was treating me to my favourite thing, another fucking sandstorm. I battled on through the dying light to reach the safety of the 4x4.
Yeah, decent sandstorm that one.
Yeah, a lot of sand.
Pretty good going, actually.
Yeah,
Got a lot of sand in a lot of places.
oh, nice. Yeah. I also just tried to take like a piss. The wind was in my back.
Yeah.
Still, the piss managed to come back on my face.
Yeah. I've even gone with the on the knees.
You going on the knees nowadays?
Yeah, it is good. It's been windy for like a solid 24 hours now, so I'm sure it's due to die off.
Yeah, it's gonna die off. It's gonna be quiet.
It's going to be quiet tomorrow.
Everything's gonna. It's nice and warm. It's gonna be wind still.
Yeah. Nice.
The sandstorm had reached the boys too, and they eventually had to give up when it became too hard to see, but they had good news.
We have stopped for the day. I am contemplating whether I have malaria again or not.
Well, we've made it onto a piste, which we found. We've kind of just been following like a couple tire tracks the whole day, but they led us to this, and it seems to be heading in the right direction.
This is our first marked road all day as well, which is really
Well, it's a big day. Let's say now it is a big day. Yeah.
big day. There's every chance that we get stuck or killed or whatever. But like navigation, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, same.
In the next episode, I push on towards the danger zone, but Nelly has a catastrophe that leaves the boys stranded in the desert.